Right. Let's get the final gameplay video of this done. If I can get the sound up. I think that's the right one. Right. Hold on, see if I can turn my brightness down a wee bit. Let it refocus. Okay. See, I've got a little attract mode on now. Just let that play through. I finally got the gameplay on it nailed. I think I've got a quite good balanced game. Basically with it, you can either get these anywhere in view or these anywhere in view for extra prizes. These will award the value tickets in view, so that would be 3 tickets there. You get 3 of these in the line, you get to anywhere in view, you get to the Super Shriek. I think I haven't programmed any percentage or anything yet, but I think that'll be easy enough to do because I'm getting to the point where I can really start thinking about getting this encased in something, because even though I made it, I can't put it down. That's it's kind of a bizarre situation where usually you build something, that's it, you build it, say how other people think of it, and the people who have seen it so far do like it. But I can't put it down, because I actually think it's quite a cool game to play. And I would put money in this if I saw it in the local arcade or chippy whatever. See, I've got the only problem thing I'm worried about is, you see how the alpha display is cycling away there? Kind of interrupts the idle. But that doesn't matter too much because most of the rails are just, they pulse, but I don't think that'll matter too much. They're still sort of idling, and when you go into, if I press, I've got 6, key 6 is the coin input, it simulates coins. So if I press this, we go into active credits mode. You see now we've got a constant idle, so you can't leave it. You can't go away and leave it in overheated rails, whatever. So well, let's see what happens. I've got the volume turned up. It's a good start. And should be worth 4 extra tickets. Because it was explained to me by somebody in the know that these ticket redemption machines, if you're going to come up with one, or if you're working on one, they need to pay out as much as possible, but in a fair way where the operator doesn't end up skinning, you know what I mean? So basically, I don't go for crazy values, and I still need to sort of my win plan a bit better, but that's 4 extra tickets being awarded, and if you got the win as well, as you saw. There's 4 extra tickets there. I need to change the timing of that whistle a bit, or chop it. Got 1 extra ticket on the win line there. They don't have to be on the win line, they'll be anywhere in view. These 3 symbols here will be on the glass. I was going to try and come up with some sort of cardboard cutout to sort of simulate a real glass, but at the minute I haven't got around to it. Now there is a win line there, but watch what happens if I screw up the nudges. You can actually nudge 4 numbers. I know that I've screwed up a win line there, but say there wasn't a win line there, you can actually nudge to get the numbers, so long as you get them anywhere in view within 3 nudges. And that was actually a mistake. in the program. I didn't mean to do that. But when I found out it was quite nice to play, I left it in. We had a little bit of a win streak there. Didn't offer much though. Gave us one line. 3 extra tickets because they're up here on the top of the one line. I don't know if you notice as well, but I've got ramping code in the reels. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but they don't just start up at full speed. They start slowly and then build up. Yeah, just about gets it. I did that to minimise the amount of times we skip past an octo. There's nothing on the one line, so let's go for tickets. Get them in view. And 1-4. So you make a bad nothing. And I think that will make the gameplay a bit more satisfying for people playing it. So they're not just walking away with nothing. At least they've got something. I mean, a ticket's less than 1 pence. Think about it. We've got a 3 in the bottom there. That'll be. That reel still jumps slightly out of line. That's the reel itself doing that. There's nothing wrong with the code. That should give us 4 extra tickets as well. 1 credit left. I'll play a couple of runs. Now another 10 credits. I'm quite pleased with what I've come up with so far. Now, one option I've got is I could do away with this alpha display and make a video element of the gameplay, like have graphics on screen rather than have that. Because this takes a lot of process. Believe it or not, this takes quite a lot of processing time to get the information from there through this onto there. And I checked with other displays as well, and it's running about the same length of time. It's nothing to do with the speed of the computer. It's nothing to do with the speed of this. It's to do with the speed of that chip on there. The way the code on that is written to take the information from the USB and put it out to the port. And that code unfortunately is copyright protected by Velman.dk. So if I was wanting to solve that problem, I would have to come up with my own chip. And as I don't know what code's in there, I don't know what I can do. But I'll research it. But if I did away with the alpha display, it means I could put this in a bigger cabinet. The graphics would have to look pretty top notch for a ticket machine to have reel to video. Now, on the subject of tickets, I've actually got the ticket dispenser. Well, I haven't got it here, but a very good friend tracked me one down. Industry standard unit, and they're very, very easy to connect up. There's just power, a signal, and a return. And I believe that said 1 extra tickets. I could make it say 1 extra ticket instead. Doesn't matter. You know what's going on. You get 7 extra tickets there. Yeah, 7. I thought I'd be blocking the numbers if the win line had come in first, but I decided not to because, well, it's only a couple extra tickets, it doesn't matter. The extra. And I believe if memory serves, when I was playing Dracula and Ticket Raider in Seaton Sands, they give you 2 tickets for every couple of letters you light up on the trail. That would be the maximum, all 3s. If you're lucky, that would get you a sherbet refresher. Even though it's completely random as well, sometimes it can annoy you with that jackpot appearing just 1 away. What have we got here? There might be a 1 line on this wheel here. Yeah, there is. A better 1 line has been devised by another contact of mine that used to work in the arcade industry. But I haven't implemented it yet because I don't want to be constantly refilling the ticket dispenser. I've got some tickets to test it with. But those ticket payout units only hold 1,000 tickets. And a roll's only about 1,000 tickets. So if I change the win plan to what it's going to be, 2 jackpots is the dispenser empty. And I'll have to go about rolling the whole thing back up again. And feeding it all back through and all that jazz. I've got enough for doing that with stickers at work. But I think this does work. Yeah, might look at it. But I'll just give you a couple of minutes, well, a few seconds of the attract. You can see it being translated on there. That's in real time, by the way. That's how slow that chip is. Don't know, maybe when it comes to adding the rest of the hardware, I will move the alpha display off of this and rewrite it for the parallel port. I don't think there'll be much of a speed benefit though, to be honest. We'll just leave this playing. Yes, everyone knows who I am by now, but never mind. If you recognise your name on this thing, many thanks for your help and the bits and bobs you've donated and your advice and your permission to use various things. As I said, this isn't for profit, this isn't ever going to leave my house, but it's got so many people interested in it now that I thought I'd better credit the people who have given buckets of help so far. Especially the guys that are going to come up now. If your name's on there, I cannot thank you enough. This would not be possible without those guys and these guys. So, yeah, I owe yous all one. I really do. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and to even get it to this point where I can show off the finished gameplay. I mean, I've still got a shed load to do. I've got to add all the rest of the hardware to it now for everything to work. But the core gameplay is sorted. The core code is in. And working. And working better than I could have ever hoped. Considering what I've built it on. So many thanks, my friends. This will need to get put away now for a few weeks to work on the hardware for the other side of it, which will be coming off the parallel port of the target computer. Everything so far is done by USB, but stuff like payout and button detection and coin detection, USB is too slow. Yes, you heard me say that. USB is too slow. Parallel port, when you're programming by yourself, is way faster. It really is. So, this will get stored for a few weeks while the rest of it gets worked out and where a suitable computer gets sourced. I also need some equipment to work on the timing and how I'm going to get coins detect and buttons detect. So far I've actually bought the equipment. And I didn't buy cheap equipment either. I'm actually putting my heart and soul into getting this done now because I want to see it finished. So, to be continued. And if you need the guys mentioned on display, if you need anything fixed, I'm here. Alright, bye bye.